What's up, guys? I'm gonna do a quick video about this Issa Rae situation. Issa Rae either has a book coming out or her book is already out, and somebody took a highlighter and circled around a snippet of the book where she was discussing that since black women are the least desired women in America, that and Asian men are the least desired males, I guess, on dating sites, that the black women and Asian males have a common like cause together. I don't know what the fuck, and that they should just come together and make like a love, like a union or some kind of pact, where now like black women are doing this new intersectional thing, and I think that's like that was part of the whole agenda from the get-go with this stupid Issa Rae shit, and these retarded black feminists that sit on Instagram and Twitter all day long and just make commentary on black men, and for some odd reason they're always obsessed with sexuality of some type. Like, for some odd reason, everything to do with Olivia Pope, I think Shonda Rhimes, Issa Rae, and there's one other girl whose name escapes me. Everything like their subject matter has to do with hypersexuality of some type. Nothing to do with black man, black woman dynamic as it relates to relationships, or like a family thing where a man looking for a wife. It's something to do with with sex and hypersexuality, where a woman's out there getting a train ran on her and she's sexually liberated, and that's the new in thing. And that because black men don't want black women, that Asian men are the new thing, and they're trying to make the Asian man the new zaddy, so to speak. And I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm friends with about 10 Asian dudes in real life, not like on Facebook or Instagram, because of what I do for a living. I used to own a sign shop, and I would make signs for like Asian, hair product, barbershops, fingernail stores. So over time, I had a vinyl cutting machine, and I would do taxi cabs. So I always would run across Asian dudes, and I would make friends with them because they would always refer me to another Asian guy, and I would do the Asian corner stores, and I made friends with the kids of these Asian dudes. So by default, as me being like a self-employed dude or whatever, I always would be with these guys. And a lot of these Asian dudes would come from their country and come here as single men and go to college, and they'll try to get a couple of women. And white girls, for the most part, ain't checking for Asian dudes. White girls are checking for black dudes, Spanish men, or for the most part anything but white men. Like, white girls today don't want white guys, they want something else, mostly Hispanic men or Middle Eastern dudes. And Asian dudes ain't really checking for Asian girls. But oddly enough, Asian women, white men want the fuck out of some Asian girls. I mean, every white dude I'm friends with all want a Chinese girl, like bad, like super bad. And the odd thing about the Asian man's plight, even Steve Harvey said it. It's one of those things where Asian dudes have a stereotype where they're tight asses. They don't want to have fun, or if they have fun, they're one of these guys like Mr. Chow from what that shit is, man, with the fucking Hangover. They're like one of those kind of guys, but those like the little tiny men. But the Bruce Lee type, the warrior class dudes, they not really checking for white women either. They checking for like for fun or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And the three Asian out of the 10, 3 of my Asian friends have 3 authentic Asian women that they either dating. And my partner Ty, I think he about to get married to a Filipino chick, and I think he Vietnamese, but she Filipino. Now all my 3 friends that are like the non-gangster kind of Asian dudes are like normal people. Like, I think Ty is like a bioengineer, some shit, and my other friend, he's Thai, like TAI, but I don't know what the fuck he even does for a living, but something boring, put it like that. But nevertheless, now my other 3 partners, I met them because they mama owned a fingernail shop and just left them in charge of it. And now she got like a massage parlor or some shit. But all 3, these 7 dudes are Vietnamese. So the Vietnamese, if like I know, the Vietnamese are like the black people of the Asian, And I guess like back in Vietnam, you know, with them saying, you know, so brother, this not your wall. I think that um the Vietnamese are the closest you can get to black, or the closest Asian people that like rap music. They have swagger. Now those Asian dudes will fuck with a black woman, but they'll mainly like fuck a black chick, but they won't marry a black woman. And that's what Issa Rae and all these other weirdos who believe in intersectionality, that's what they not getting. That unfortunately for black women are so taboo that it's like unfortunately it's black women like black pussy is a bucket list. To be quite honest, I have a friend, I do a lot of business with this guy, and he was like, can I tell you something? And I guess I'm that type of black dude where if you're black, I mean, if you got a black question, you ask your black friend. You say, look here, bro, you know, we cool or whatever. Let me ask you a question, because I don't really know any real black people. So since I know you, I'll ask you the black person question. And he was like, he confessed, man, I want to fuck a black chick bad. I don't want to marry a black girl, but I just got to get it out of my system. Black chicks are fine. They got ass. You know, they got like, I watch like black porno, and I'm like obsessed with it. And he really was like, it was creeping me out on some gay shit. He was like, how close he was getting to me, like talking about it. He was like, it's a white guy now, and he said, yeah. He's like, dude, let's just say me and him fucked the same black chick. But I named the black girl, and the black girl looked like Lisa Bonet. Let's just put it that way. And he said, oh no, she's biracial. It don't count. I said, no, technically she's a black chick. Lisa Bonet thinks she's black. Halle Berry thinks she's black. He said, no, but not this girl, because she's so light skinned. To him, it was almost like he basically fucked like a black white girl. So he said he want like an actual like love and hip hop kind of black chick with the weave and like I guess like a black China. But the point I'm making is like people like Issa Rae, what she don't understand is Asian dudes don't want black, not the kind of Asian dude that she's talking about, the guy with the suit and tie, the money, the Silicon Valley. And them dudes ain't checking. They family won't. As a matter of fact, I fucked an Asian girl like 5 or something years ago, right? And the Asian girl looked at me, I can't make this up. She goes, wow. After sex, of course, I'm leaving, and she looked at me like, how come I can't find a, she really said that. She goes, wow, how come I can't find a white guy like you? I'd be so happy. And I was like, what you mean? She goes, well, back in Chicago, where she was a dental person, and she was in New Orleans for like a dentist convention. And she said, man, my mama would kill me if they found out I fucked a black dude. Well, let me rephrase. If I settle down with a black guy, but if I marry a white dude, and I speak Vietnamese, like I can, like Mo Hai Ba Bo Nam Sao Bai Tam Chen Mơ, Chuk Mang Nam Moi, Dak Mai Lo, stuff like that. You know, me Dan Dien. I speak some Vietnamese. So me and her was going at it for a long time, and she was like, wow, you know so much about, you know, like Asian culture. If you was a white guy, you'd be perfect. So I knew what she was trying to say, but since I really didn't want to be her old man, I smashed and I left. But that whole group of Shea Butter Twitter, the Bed Wenches, for some odd reason, nobody don't get that nobody is checking for black women. The whole intersectional crowd of the black feminists and all them weirdos at the root, the griot, and all these other media outlets need to understand that even black lesbians ain't checking for black women. I've seen more interracial lesbian stuff now than I've ever seen in the past 8 years before Obama got in the office. Now I see more black studs with white girls, and for some odd reason, bro, like black studs don't even want black women no more. So I don't know what the fuck Issa Rae is pushing. And quite frankly, the only reason people like Issa Rae, because her name sounds close to the pretty Lisa Rae from Players Club. So it's one of those things where if your name is Snoop Doggy Frog or Snoop Froggy Frog, it kind of sounds like Snoop Doggy Dog. So just by default, people will check your name out because you sound like Snoop Doggy Dog. But it's, you know, Snoop Froggy Frog or some shit like that. So I don't take no credit as a content creator how much work it took for Issa Rae to create the Awkward Black Girl series. As a content creator, I don't fucking want to do physically the work that I know I got to do over the next 8 months to get this thing to the next level. I know it's got to be done, and it's gonna get done, but all that weird shit they pushing on the black, like our level of black entertainment coming from that sector of weirdos, Janelle Monáe, and all them chicks, man, is somebody behind them pushing that weirdo shit, bro. And a black woman got so much self-hatred that it's almost like they're so miserable, they want that company. I put it to you like this. A friend of mine was saying a coon and a bedwench is self-hate. And I said, that's not it. Self-hate is when you can't sit at the house and be alone by yourself. That's self-hatred. It's not claustrophobic. Self-hate is when you don't like yourself so much that you can't even stand to be at home by yourself. And you'll get on the internet and talk to anybody who will just give you something to hang on to and to be a part of. Even if it's a gang of weirdos. As long as you're a part of it, your self-hatred will actually push you to that. And those weirdos will embrace anybody who, looking for a shoulder to cry on. But anyway, I'm going to get deeper into this tonight. I'm going to do some research before I go live tonight. Anyway, if y'all got any subjects for me to talk about before I go live, put them in the comment section. Anyway, hit like, share, and subscribe. I'm getting the fuck out of here.